Hi, I'm Lisa from ldsteach.org, and I'm here today to share with you how to use video effectively in your classroom. So the first thing is to watch it yourself. I know that sounds very simple, but I've been in many classes where it was clear that the teacher hadn't actually seen the video ahead of time. This is a problem. Really, it's a problem. Got to make sure you watch that video yourself. Ask yourself, why should I show this video? Remember that the video is for the class, not the class for the video. So you want to make sure that there's a purpose. Even if there's a suggested video to go along with the lesson, it may not be the perfect fit for your class. Maybe it's very similar to one that you've already seen before. Maybe it is not quite as important as what they need to learn from something else that they're going to do. Whatever, make sure that you have a why. You can't find out the why for showing the video unless you've seen it. Next, make sure that you download the video. Don't ever rely on the internet connection at the church. They just aren't that amazing. So you want to make sure that you've downloaded the video. It's going to make a host of problems go away. But the second part of that is you have to practice playing the video with the technology that you're going to be using. Yeah, it's great if it plays on your laptop, but what if it doesn't play on your laptop connected to the TV or the projector that you're going to be using? Make sure that you practice on the technology that you're going to be using. That may involve going down to the church and practicing even on a day that's not Sunday or earlier than your meetings start so that you can practice. If you do it that same day, though, what are you going to do if it doesn't work? Next is that you may want to look at cutting that video. So one of the reasons to look at the video ahead of time is to figure out, do I want to show the whole video or do I just want to show a piece of it? So that's another reason for watching it ahead of time. Next, have a backup plan. Have a backup plan. No, really, have a backup plan. If the video doesn't work for whatever reason, maybe there's no sound or something goes horribly wrong, your battery runs out. Really, the list of things that can go wrong could go on and on and on, right? So have a plan B. Don't sit there going, oh, and getting all nervous and upset. It's not worth it, friends. It's going to happen. If it hasn't happened to you yet, it will. You're welcome. So make sure that you have a backup plan. Next, and here's one thing you can use for backup plan is save some of the things that you ran out of time for in earlier lessons. So I have a thing about never go over. Never go over your time, right? So if there was something in a lesson that was amazing, but you didn't have enough time for it, then save it for the time when your video doesn't work. And you can just say, oh, you know what? We'll just go back and talk about this thing that we didn't have time to talk about before. But now we do, because all the technology broke. You can also then move on to the next step. Number 4, which is lay the foundation. Just like with reading out loud, video watching requires you to set that video up ahead of time. When you are going to show a video, don't just play the video. You have to tell them what it is that they're looking for. What is it that they're supposed to get out of this video? What is the why? What is this video supposed to show them? If you don't know, how are they going to know? And they might get something very different out of the video than you expected. They could focus on something totally different that is tangential, not related, not important. You want to make sure that you create either an emotion that they're going to be feeling or a need to know. Why do you need this video? What is this video going to show you that something else wouldn't? Create an expectation, right? What's going to happen? So like lead up, like this video is either going to create an anticipation. It's going to create anticipation, or it is going to solve a mystery. So you can read something or discuss something and then it's solved in the video. Ask questions and make sure that those questions are visible during the video. Have them written on the board or in some way that they can see what are the questions that we're going to be discussing about this video. Make sure that they know that ahead of time. Encourage predictions. So we're going to be watching this video. What do you think it's going to show, or how do you think it might be related? Now, remember that choice and control lead to optimal experience in anything. And so you can also share video for them to watch outside of class, right? So you can share it with email, text messages, on a Facebook page, however you connect with the students in your class. But you can share video ahead of time or after class as well, giving them some choice of whether they want to watch it and some control over whether they do. Monitor class reaction and be prepared to abandon ship if it's not working. If you see people tuned out, if you see everybody scrolling on their phones, then maybe it's time to just think that while the video touched you and was powerful to you, your students may not feel the same, and maybe it's time to move on. Number 5, Encourage activity during the video. You don't want their head in the clouds, right? So make sure that you have the class members either write something down, participate, engage in it in some way. Let them use whiteboards to gauge and interact. Pause the video and talk. Have them look up the next scripture after one that is referenced in the video. Have them turn and talk to a neighbor. Now, I'm going to say number 6 now, and it's one of the ones I just mentioned, which is pause the videos. You don't have, if you have an 8-minute video, do not play an 8-minute video without pausing, right? Without pausing and checking in. What are you noticing? What are you seeing? That will make it more powerful for everybody. Avoid fire hosing the class with too much material at one time. Our brains just, our minds just start to drift. We start to think about, what are we going to eat when we get home? And what do we have to do tomorrow, right? And you don't want that. Next, check for understanding. Pause and check for understanding. What are they getting out of it? Maybe define a word or set up some context. Emphasize a key idea. All of these things are things that should be done during the pausing of the video. Number 7, clean up after your party. So after you show the video, don't just move on to the next thing. You've got to say, revisit. What was it that was important about this video? Have them guess why they think you chose it. Why did you choose this video? Can they find the why? How does it connect to what we're learning? How does it connect to the doctrinal topic? How does it connect to the scripture block? Review and refer to previously shown videos. How is this video related to the one that we saw before? Or do you remember when we watched this video or read this scripture? Ask the questions that you said you were going to. And then just listen. Don't just wait for your turn to talk. Listen. Listen to what the class is saying and then incorporate those answers. Now, seriously, some people are going to give you answers that make no sense and are not even connected in the most tangential possible way to what you said. So you have to wrap those questions up. We actually have a whole separate video on how to handle over contributors. Next, include music and the spirit, right? So you want to maybe, while you are discussing the video, have music playing really, really quietly in the background to keep the spirit of the video. Have them discuss in small groups and then have those small groups report out to the class. Number 8, create a video chain, meaning you go from one short video clip to another, to another, to another, and all connected thematically. You can actually use ed.ted.com or PlayPauseIt, and it's spelled P-O-S, but it's pronounced pause, like the pause that refreshes. And these 2 sites will let you, for free, annotate videos, so the video would have a pause built in where there would be a question built in. So then you just play it, but then that stop is built right in, right? So you can add those questions. Have a video vote. Let the students rate the video. How effective did they think the video was in teaching this principle, or how well did they like it compared to other videos that they've seen? And now, for the really adventurous among you, idea number 9. Create your own video. So you can use your own phone, right? You could just take your phone and record a video. What's interesting is that people who will tune you out when you're standing in front of the class will watch you, even if you're the exact same person, on a video. It's so weird, but it's true. But you can also use something like Animoto to create a short video. And again, there'll be a link to a handout in the description below, and I'll have links to all these sources. But you can use Animoto or Screencast-O-Matic to capture a screencast of something. So you can, if you want to get adventurous, idea number 9 is for you. So thank you for letting me share my ideas about how to use video effectively in a class. Hopefully the next time you use video in class, it'll be just on fire. It'll be amazing. Good luck.